Hey friends, what's cooking? This is Dr. Heather coming to you live from Ask Dr. Heather with another super easy lunch idea. This will be one of the simple ideas that we're going to put in our 10-day keto kickstart, fall into ketosis. So again, it's about keeping it simple. You'll often see me in my story put KISS, K-I-S-S, keeping it super simple, or keto is super simple. So today, as my family gets ready to come home for lunch, I am just gonna make green beans and a burger. So I bought this weekend. First, I'm gonna start my green beans. I'll try to make it where you guys can see this. So we're gonna have most of these meals and menus over on our page. If you actually bought the 10-day optimization kit or joined our 10-day or bought one of our 10-day experience kits. First, I'm gonna take some butter. Butter, yes, healthy fat. I'm gonna put about a half a stick in there. I'm gonna let that melt. I'm also gonna put some bacon bits in there. How much? Some. I'm a farm girl. We don't measure because often the consistency of the vegetables, especially if you're buying fresh, will vary from time to time. And note that this is absolutely meant to be shared. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what kind of journey you're on. If you're on a clean journey, a low carb, high fat journey, the bacon bits are absolutely optimal. If you don't like garlic, you have a garlic sensitivity, you don't have to put that in. I am gonna put a little bit of garlic in. I have a little bit of a garlic sensitivity, but you wanna get that kind of frying in there. You wanna keep it actually kind of high. This is the secret to amazing green beans. Even putting a little bit of vinegar in there. So you wanna get that melted first, and then as soon as that happens, I've already actually snapped all the fresh green beans. In my other pan over here, I have already pre-bought 90%. I still have not figured out how to do this video thing, where I know people have like videos hanging up above, how you see the food, the person, the whole thing. Have not figured that out yet. So I'm trying to figure that out. So any words of wisdom, I sincerely appreciate. So this is just how I like to make my green beans. And once it gets boiling and the butter gets melted, I pour in about 2 cups of boiling water. I'm gonna cover that up. I did about 1.5 cups today, not too much. You don't wanna smother the green beans. You don't want them soggy. You just wanna get them a little bit, so you just kind of steam them or crisp them so you have all the nutrients left in there. I know I shouldn't touch my hair. Somebody said that in my last video. Don't touch your hair and cook. So thank you for reminding me, whoever said that last time. I am trying to meet people where they are and take them where they wanna go. So I didn't go out and kill a cow today or go to my local butchery and buy fresh meat. That would be my optimal thing, is to go to the butcher and buy fresh meat. However, I did buy 90% fresh patties the other day because, again, keeping it simple. I have got 4 or 5 people in my house today, so I am going to make, they're exactly about 5-ounce burgers. So I need about 3.5 ounces. I'm 5'10". My activity level is moderate. As you guys know, as an amputee, I can't go out there and run a 5K, but I do use a little bit more energy than most people, believe it or not. So I'm gonna put those in there. I like mine well done. Most of my family likes some medium to medium rare. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those cooking there. I love seasoning on my burgers. So I am gonna put, again, a little bit of garlic in there with them. And there's a lot of studies using minced garlic. I would rather have fresh garlic over this minced ready to go. But again, people say, I need something that's super simple. I don't have time to freshly mince my own garlic. Okay, back to the green beans. They are now boiling. So I'm going to reduce that down to 1. Oh, I don't know how to get everybody in there, the green beans and the meat. Then I'm gonna pour my fresh, pinched clean green beans in there. And if you know, if you get fresh green beans, you've got to snap them, and then you've also got to cook them a little bit longer than the frozen ones. They have a little bit more water in them if they're frozen. But if you buy the fresh ones at the store or from the garden, you've got to actually have a little bit more water. And then you've got to cook them just a little bit longer to blanch them. So I'm going to stick them all in there. They will fit. And then we want to get them back to a boil, and then once they're to a boil, stop and remove. So boil 1 minute and then remove. That's the secret to amazing fresh veggies. Whether it's broccoli, asparagus, boil 1 minute and then stop. And invite your friends this, guys. You can share this to your page, because people think, gosh, if I'm going to eat clean, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of energy. Not true. You can do it super simple. So we're going to look back here in our burgers. Hopefully you guys can see that. You cannot see that at all. I'm gonna try to move, how about that? So I'm gonna put some seasoning of whatever your choice is on those burgers. Again, about 4.5 ounces. Raw is a serving size. And then I will not put the sea salt on my green beans until after cooking. If you put it on now, you're gonna denature the salt and you're not gonna get all the amazing nutrients that you need. So make sure that you put it on after cooking. So you remove, not once it's boiled, so I'm gonna bring it to a boil, then I'm gonna remove from the heat and let it sit 5 to 8 minutes. So the other thing I'm gonna do is, hopefully you guys can kind of see me, is I am also going to take some fresh red sweet Vidalia onion, and I'm gonna put it in with my burgers. Not everyone likes onions on their burgers, but all of them like the flavor that they give. So I'm just cutting them up, putting them on the burgers, because I'm showing you guys, because I've got a 1 o'clock appointment. I'm actually gonna be doing the FAQs on the Prove It Facebook page, which is facebook.com/justproveit. Gonna answer questions, all things about exogenous ketones, endogenous ketones, Prove It products, what they are not, because people sometimes get confused. So I'm gonna put those right there, and I'm gonna try and move myself a little bit so you can see that. I'll let those just simmer. Let me try to move here a little bit. So my green beans are boiling. Probably not in the best spot because now I'm right in the middle of the boiling heat here. So let me get a baker's glove. Do you guys have one of these? This is like the best invention ever. I used to burn the top of my hand all the time in the oven. This is the best invention ever. So my green beans are starting to boil, and once they're boiling, I'm gonna remove them from the heat and let them simmer. And then my hamburgers are cooking nicely. So again, if you like them medium rare, you wanna cook up the heat. You just wanna sear the outsides too. You sear all the flavor in. If you cook them low and slow, you cook all the fat, all the flavor up. Knowing that they're 90% means that you don't have a lot of fat in there, and you wanna keep some of the fat in there, so you don't wanna cook them slow and low, or you're gonna lose the flavor that you're wanting. So when they're done, lots of options. My eggs are over there. You could do an over easy egg. You could put a slice of fresh avocado. I've got some fresh garden tomato that I've got out. I'm gonna slice out for lunch. I also, my favorite bun always happens to be a piece of romaine lettuce. Make sure you buy it organic. Make sure you buy it fresh. Make sure you wash it. So that will be one of the things that we will do here. Green beans are boiling. So what do we do now? We turn them off. So off they go. And we're just gonna let them sit. And then we're gonna give our burgers about 5 or 10 minutes. I could throw some extra bacon bits on there, so I'm gonna be right in the steam, guys. So I'll sit down. So we have the fat in our green beans. That literally took me, I started at 12:02, that was 10 minutes. So just let the burgers cook maybe 5 or 8 more minutes. My son was gonna throw them on the grill, but I wanted to do this just real time, real fashion. Pull the stuff out of my refrigerator. So right now, normally if I wasn't on here, I would be putting all my stuff away that I didn't use. But I know one of my kiddos likes to have an over easy egg, so as a hamburger shrink, I'll make an egg in the same pan. I'm gonna throw some sauteed spinach in there to have that on the side for myself, because I wanna have a couple of different veggies in there. I am gonna check my green beans here with the tong, so give me just a second here. And again, let me know if you've got questions. These are just one of the simple menu ideas, because really what people say in our 10-day keto kickstart, which we have run thousands of people through, we usually keep it to 100. This time we've kind of opened it up. It's a free to join. We are using the optimization kit, which makes it so much easier. You can see this beautiful color when they are fresh, homegrown. They don't wither away, they're not waxy. They are beautiful, crispy green beans. So big thanks to my mother-in-law, Rita Tremaine. I need to tag her in my green beans. So those are turned off. They're just gonna sit there and wait until we are done. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna slice my tomatoes, and then I'm gonna wash my other stuff and put the rest away. And you're gonna see that our hamburgers are searing nicely. I'm gonna flip those over. I'm gonna come back over here, guys. Probably making you dizzy, sorry about that. But I wanted to simply show you how fast and easy it can be to make a very simple low carb / ketogenic meal. What makes a difference? When is it low carb and when is it keto? When it's low enough carbs and high enough fat to put your body in that state of ketosis. So what might be keto for my husband would be low carb for me. I know I use that example all the time because his metabolism's higher, his daily usage of carbohydrates and fuel is much higher than mine. He's taller, he's more active, so it makes a difference for everyone. But in this group, we're really challenging you to be within an 8-hour eating block, so I haven't eaten anything yet today. It is 12:14 Central Standard Time. I'm making these videos up ahead of time so we can actually post these in our group so people can see. Super easy. I do have 4 more burgers, so I'm actually going to cook all 8 of them. That way we have some leftovers. I do have 3 sons, and then my husband and myself, 5 people in the house. But again, I don't care if you have a hamburger patty for brunchfast. So brunchfast, that's what it's called when you eat that one meal and you put an over easy egg, but you don't want to over protein it. So really anywhere from 3.5 to 5 ounces. My son, who's 6'6", he needs about 5.5 ounces. He's going to go do a workout fasted here in just a few minutes. When he comes home, he needs the protein. He can have a few more carbs than I have, so maybe some sweet potatoes for him. That'll work for him. For me, no sweet potatoes. I'm going to have my tomatoes, which will be my carb. I also have some fresh cucumbers here that are all sliced up and ready to go, so that'll be, again, other carb. Put a lot of sea salt on those. So that is what I have for you guys. I will show a picture of the plated meal, and then I'll post a video, so I'll upload this to my YouTube channel, which is Ask Dr. Heather YouTube channel. Also, a lot of these recipes can be found. I don't have this recipe posted because it's so simple. Burgers, so your favorite seasoning, salt and pepper, lemon pepper. I like butt rub, believe it or not. I love also the Rancher's rub, which is, I think, almost going out of stock now. Rancher's rub, I love that. But just garlic, whatever you like, fresh rosemary on your burger. It's that simple, guys. So thank you for the hearts. Thanks for watching. And know that food is thy medicine. I'm going to eat hamburger because my hemoglobin, hematocrit have been a little bit low since surgery. I've been a little bit anemic, so I definitely need that. Garlic is an amazing anti-inflammatory. It's amazing for helping your blood sugar stay balanced. It's great for your immune system. So we know we want to use those bits. We know that fats actually decrease inflammation. They inhibit your NLRP3 inflammasome, which means that fats actually calm down your inflammatory markers. So I'm using grass-fed butter, not the cheap stuff, not canola, not margarine. Grass-fed butter because it's great for inflammation, it's great for your joints, and using, again, only fresh, natural, crumbled bacon bits, nothing with sugar, nothing with honey, because sugar feeds inflammation. Sugar also feeds moods. They make you unhappy. We know the Sugar Blues book is out there. So we start talking about depression and anxiety. We also know that sugar affects our sleep and our cortisol. So it makes sense that we should eat things that God grew, eat healthy, real food. So simple. You guys, the other day, I got a rotisserie chicken and some broccoli, threw some butter on it, some coconut oil, olive oil. You could have a side salad if you're still hungry. You don't need to overeat protein in moderation. Remember, your stomach is the size of your fist. If you can eat 2 fists, that means that you've overeaten and allowed your stomach to get bigger and bigger. This 10-day reset is to get your body back to notifying. Eat when hungry, stop when full. It's that simple, guys. So thanks again for joining me. This is Ask Dr. Heather. If you want to download your guide to eat right in the right way and join some of my favorite recipes, just go to AskDrHeather.net, hit subscribe, go to meals and menus, and you can download. You can see lots of different vegetables, lots of different fishes, which we'll be doing more fish. I've got to go back to the store. I only buy that fresh and cook it on the day. But I've got to flip my burgers now. It is time to go. You guys have an amazing day. God bless, and we'll be seeing you soon.